Well, folks, hate that electric car you're driving? Just blame Joe Biden and his EPA. Joining me now, the great Rick Perry, former Energy Secretary, former Texas Governor. Rick, welcome back to the show. Sorry the occasion is a little gloomy, but whatever. Let me just read you quick. This is the White House statement on electric vehicles. Quote, investing in America agenda is expanding domestic manufacturing and accelerating adoption of zero-emission vehicles. This is bringing good-paying jobs back home and putting the United States on a bold path to outcompete China in securing the jobs and investments of the future. I think it's the bailout China bill. So, Rick, my view, I mean, you look at the polls, nobody wants this thing. Nobody can afford this thing. U.S. has no infrastructure to support this kind of, all electric vehicles. Why are they doing this right now?
1,500 plus pages from the EPA. So, and we have no idea what all's in there, but you hit a few of the high spots, Larry. You're spot on. Listen, we know at this particular point in time, with the restrictions that the Biden administration has put on the mining industry, for instance, we have the rare earth minerals in this country to be able to build the batteries that are going to be needed. But if we're not able to mine for those rare earth minerals, then it's not going to happen. You're going to have to rely upon China and using slave labor. So, I mean, this is a horrible story all the way around. And listen, I don't have a problem with electric cars. We're going to build a substantial amount of them at Tesla and Austin, Texas. But the market ought to decide that. The government shouldn't be out there saying we're going to strangle the fossil fuel industry. And don't get confused, that's what this is. This is a continual attack on the fossil fuel industry in this country. They happen to be going after gasoline-powered and diesel-powered engines to do that. So we don't have the charging stations, as you said. We don't have the infrastructure out there. Listen, don't come up with a solution until you have an infrastructure to be able to take care of your solution. That would be my advice to the Biden administration, but they don't seem to listen to many people.
Nobody's going to buy a new car. That's what's going to happen because they're too expensive. No, and then it may be, Rick, nobody will buy a new gas-powered car because they're going to be too expensive. Everybody's going to be driving used cars. That's going to be one of the... Yeah. And I think, I mean, I don't know the innards of this, but are you going to change all of the regulations and all of the manufacturing processes? There are going to be huge job losses. Huge job losses. Yep. I mean, the UAW better beware.
Yeah, the cost is going to be substantial here. And here's another thing really buried down in that. They did a poll, I think, asked the manufacturers, how many of your electric cars today would be eligible for these, benefits that the Biden administration is passing out? And I think the answer was 5. 5 out of 91 of their models are going to be eligible for that. So this is ill thought out. This is an EPA run amok. This is the continual, genuflecting at the altar of the environmental gods that this administration does without giving a tinker's damn about what it's going to cost the American public.
This is
disaster.
This is one of these regulatory, socialist, central planning stuff. They're just jamming it down our throats. You got a bunch of so-called smart people sitting in the D.C. swamp, just jamming it down our throats. It's a good quote here from Shelley Moore Capito, Senator Capito of West Virginia. The Biden administration made clear it wants to decide for Americans what kind of cars and trucks we are allowed to buy, lease, and drive. These misguided emission standards were made without considering the supply chain challenges. American automakers are still going to face the lack of sufficiently operational electric vehicle charging infrastructure, or the fact that it takes nearly a decade to permit a mine to extract the minerals needed to make electric vehicles. So what she's saying is that, by the by, Americans love freedom, they love choice. So this Biden government is taking our choice away. Second point is they won't give us permits for mining the minerals for the batteries. So that's going to be the Chinese assistance bill or the China bailout bill. And finally, this is a job killer because all these line workers are going to lose their jobs, and everybody knows that.
Yeah, you're spot on.
They don't care. They don't care about blue-collar workers, right? They never cared about blue-collar workers.
They've been proving that now for better than 2 years, Larry. I mean, you think about all of the different things that we've seen out there. When you look at what this is costing Americans, when you look at what inflation is doing, when you look at this absolute attack on fossil fuels, and the result of this attack on fossil fuels is basically we're going to just give a death sentence to a lot of people around the world because we're not going to give them the opportunity to have an electron of power anywhere. They're just going to have to continue to live in a hut somewhere and use cow dung to heat their house and the particulate matter. Sorry, buddy, you're just going to die. We're okay over here in America, and us guys on the East Coast, we're going to live in a comfortable way. But all you other people in the world, to hell with you. What a sad story.
Only 8% of American adults have an electric vehicle today. They want to take that up to 50% and then 65% in 10 or 12 years. Just 19, this is from the University of Chicago polls, nonpartisan poll. Just 19% say it's very or extremely likely that they would purchase an electric vehicle, and half say it's not likely they'll go electric at all. And 60% of them, Rick, say because of the high cost, because it's too expensive. It's just too expensive. The motives may be good, but the modus operandi is not good. People cannot afford this. And they do. I mean, you know, they like freedom and choice. You see, the Bidens love to deny us. They want to take our gas-burning stoves away. They want to take my shower head away. They want to take my toilet bowl away. Honestly, everything I like, including my I've got a 5 or 6-year-old car right now. It's a SUV. They want to take that away too. I want to keep my stuff.
Here's my advice for you and for all your listeners. Take really good care of your car because you're probably going to keep it a long, long time.
That's the truth. Nobody's going to buy any more new cars. That's what's going to happen, which probably at some point becomes unsafe, right?
It's got a lot of repercussions. So the automobile dealers out there, as they look at this, and you know, there's going to be a pushback on this. In all seriousness, Larry, again, the genuflecting at the altar of the environmental gods is costing Americans a huge amount of money. And I will suggest to you, they don't want it. They want to do their part to take care of the environment. One of the ways you do that is by increasing the amount of fossil fuel, being able to use those efficient, clean-burning natural gas that we have in the United States. All you're doing is giving Russia and China and other countries that are fossil fuel developers and exporters the leg up. Why in the world this administration wants to do that is beyond me. I don't know who they're playing to, but it's not to the folks in the great state of Texas. That's for sure.
All right, thank you. I know you're right. By the way, the car dealers are going to go nuts over this. They probably already have gone nuts over this. They are going to hate this. Anyway, Rick Perry, thank you very much, sir. See you soon.